always end up blocking it up, you know. Oh, so now I'm good to go. But you see how things go?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand completely, Harry. I've been there and done that. M8 MZ-M40.
Hey, KB3, YLF. Where's Jim at tonight? Jim, you out there? Come on. We were in here last night. Mike was in here, N2OAM. Me, Jim, and you know who I'm talking about, Joe. That Joe. He was in there, and sort of we were talking just before 12. We got out, you know, and I wonder where he's at tonight.
Oh, it's hard to tell, Harry. He could be maybe taking a nap. Hey, I had a guy come in like several months ago. He had a 2013 Chevy Malibu, and he said, I want you to look at my instrument gauges, Bob. And they were jumping all over, doing crazy things, and he said, this thing's been doing this now for 3 or 4 days. And I said, yep, your battery. You need a battery because you're losing voltage to the electronic module. And he looked at me and he laughed. He said, it starts perfect. I said, well, that might be, but you need the battery. So about 2 weeks later, here he come back in. He said, you know what? I did go over and put a new battery on it. And he said, you're right. It quit all that crazy stuff.
Wow, isn't that weird? Damn thing will start the car, but then service voltage drops off, even though the alternator, or generator, whatever, alternators today, it's charging it. You know, isn't that weird?
Oh, it's completely nuts, yeah. Yeah, but he laughed at me when I told him, I said, your battery is not maintaining and holding proper voltage. And he said it kept doing, and he said, you know, that battery is 6 years old. I will put a new one on. He said, well, it hadn't done it since. I said, there you go.
Yeah, electrical problems, boy, they could drive you nuts.
Oh, yeah, you bet on that. I mean, that stuff and it's very hard to track down anymore.
I can't stand the fuel prices around here. You know, I thought they'd drop a little bit, but heck no, they're hanging tough. They're hanging tough. They haven't gone up a lot, but they're leveling off, but they're still way too high. Never saw the prices like this before. You know, we got diesel now is $6.79 in some places. $6.79. The cheapest that you can get it is $6.50, and then gas. What the heck is gas now? Gas is $4.79. You might be able to get a gas station $4.75, but this sucks.
Oh yeah, Harry, and there's just no use complaining about it. Just cut back on running, put in what you need until this thing gets over. And it may never get over. It may go to $6 to $8 a gallon before it's done.
Yeah, and this is all done on purpose too. This ain't no shortage problem or nothing like that there. And boy, I don't know. Do you go to? I watched a guy today. He was talking. It was on YouTube. I don't know if he got his shit together. I don't know. But he was saying that like Sam's Club and stuff like that, like the big box stores. He said they're going to be they're fully stocked now. Like they have an overabundance of stuff now. And the guy's telling you, well, make a long story short, he's telling you to buy up now because the reason why they're jam-packed now is because a year ago when they had the shortage with COVID, they just finally caught up now, right, Bob? So the things are a year old. You know, they've been sitting on the docks or on a ship for that long, and they're finally getting it now, and they're supposed to be fully stocked. But he said that won't last very long because over in China, they're shut down again over there because of COVID. you know, I don't know what's going on over there, but they're shutting things down like crazy. You know, what the heck do they know that we don't know what's going on? But anyway, he said, you know what I mean, stock up now because come later on in the year it's going to be short again, and it's sort of like a year behind. That's weird, but that's what he was saying.
Well, that's very possibility, Harry. Just get down and buy you a couple cases of Campbell's soup and a whole bunch of dry beans. You can live a long time on soup and beans.
Yeah. Well, hey, holy cow, Bob. We've been doing that since we've been alive. You know what I mean? That's all we've been living on. We won't even notice it. There's no change at all.
That's right, Harry. I eat a lot of soup and beans and all that stuff myself, so yeah, me and you will never tell much change, will we?
No. Recession, depression. Bob, that can come and go. We won't even know what came and went.
Yeah, get you a bag of flour where you can make your own bread. You can live a long time on bread and beans.
And I don't know, I was up the band there a little bit, just snooping around and listening, and this one guy saying he heard a rumor. He didn't say where he heard it from, but he said the scuttlebutt going around. I don't know where he got it from, but he's saying by November, like it's just coming November. He said we're going to be in a war with China. He said somebody said that we're going to be in a war with China and stuff like that, and because we're giving all of our military stuff to Ukraine right now, and it's going to put us behind on all of our military stuff. And he says China's going to take advantage of that. And I don't know, Bob. Boy, there's so much. You don't know what to believe anymore. And it's like you hear all this stuff, but you don't know if you can put any stock in it. You can't put any stock in what the news is telling you on the news stations, and our own government seems to be doing a lot of things that we never thought, you know. It's such a weird time, you know?
Oh, it is, Harry. Yep, we're living in some weird times, all right. And the way it looks, it's not going to get any better. So what'd you do today? Just bum around the house?
Yeah, well, I split the rest of that wood that I drug out of the woods, that big oak limb. I drug the butt end of the tree out a couple months ago. Well, no, that was last summer. I drug that butt end out. Well, the tree was about 70 foot, so I drug the biggest part out with the front end loader, the big case, because it was huge, and I drug the rest out with the quad, and I cut it up. Split a little bit of it the other day, split the rest of it today. Then my wife goes, "You gonna plant this bird bath?" You know, okay. So remember about the grandfather. So I didn't feel like digging the hole, Bob. You know what I mean? So because we got tough soil up here, clay and rock. So you know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna use my brains, which I did. I got the high pressure sprayer out. I have a 8 horsepower Honda with, 6-gallon minute pump. You know, you're talking, I don't know, 5,300 PSI. It's a heavy duty pump, you know, 8 horsepower Honda motor on it. This thing here it'll take paint off a car. So, you know the different size tips. You know, you have the fan tip and this and that. Well, I put the bullet tip on. It's just a little pee hole, right, Bob? So it's a solid, straight water. Solid straight. You know, if you run it across your skin, it'll cut your hand off. So I dug the hole with that. I used that and I cut the grass out with the pressure, you know, of the water, and scooped the grass away. Then I went in and made it all mud. You know what I mean? I'm digging with the thing, digging, and you know what I mean? You leave go of the handle, put the lawn down on the ground, I get the spade shovel, take a whole bunch of mud and clay and rocks out, go in and do it again. Boy, it took me no time to dig that hole, about 3 foot deep. You know, it's all mud and stuff like that, but it was a lot easier to use than a pick.
Or digging for. Yeah, I bet you got muddy too, didn't you?
No, I stayed pretty clean, all to the point where this bird bath now has a big piece of cement attached to the bottom of it in like a V shape. You know what I mean? I guess when Dave took it out of the ground, he ripped it right out of the ground, cement and all. You know what I mean? Because it stayed to the cement bonding post that they poured in. You know, this is old-time cement, Bob. You know, it don't go anywhere, you know. I think I even saw a piece of rebarb sticking out. So when I slid it over and went to put it in the hole, the damn thing slipped one in the hole, and the mud came up and it got my pants and my shirt. My wife goes, "Oh, that's smart." I said, "Shut up."
I knew, Harry. I knew you wasn't going to stay clean on that job. Right at the end, you dumped it in and the water come out on you. M8MZM50.
Hey, KB3 Wildlife. Story of my life, Bob. I've been dirty all my life. Even my father, I'm going sleigh riding. He goes, "You're going sleigh riding. Hey, Pigpen, you're probably going to come back all dirty." That's me, Bob, Pigpen. I can go out in a snowstorm and come back full of grease.
You can roll around in white clean snow and come home dirty, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what it is with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm always doing something. You know, I'm always doing something that needs to get done, and sorry, it just happens to be dirty, you know? My kid, oh, God, rubber gloves, and, you know, rubber gloves and, you know what I mean, paper towels and a bag of rags. Well, what are you doing? I'm checking the oil in my car. Wait, I thought you were leaving planet Earth and going to space.
He's afraid to get a little dirt under his fingernail, huh?
Oh, God, I talked to him this morning, you know, and he called me up, and he says, "Yeah, Dad, I'm going to wash the car." He called me up there and said, "How'd you do?" "Well, I'm finishing it up today." I said, "Wait, it takes you 2 days to wash your car and vacuum it and clean the interior? 2 days? It takes you 2 days to do that?" "Well, yeah."
Harry, how you doing, Harry?
Hey, brother, what's going on, man? Bob's in there, too. How you doing? Holy cow, I'm sorry I forgot your name, man.
Rich, Daisy says that you are. Good evening, Harry.
How you doing, Rich? What's going on, man? Bob's out there, too.
All right, Bob, good evening. Now, I got drunk as a skunk earlier, and, man, I must have crashed out about 6:30, around 6:30. I just woke up maybe a few hours ago, and I had to get all revived again, but I'm doing good, Harry. It was a beautiful weekend.
Oh, you got yourself snookered, and then you took a nap. Oh, I bet you slept good, though, didn't you?
Oh, Harry, best 3 hours I had. I didn't even know I was taking it. I was out there. I was drinking ice water, and 4 o'clock in the afternoon rolled around. I said, you know, I'm listening to some country songs, drinking, and reminded me of all the mistakes I made, and the biggest mistake I ever made was let a damn good woman get away. Come on, and that was it. That was the breaking point. I went in, I got the bottle of Dewar's. I polished that one off. It was about 2/3 done. I went back in, I stumbled in, I got the brand new bottle of Dewar's. I came back outside, and next thing I knew, out go the lights.
Oh boy. Well, you know, I've been there, man. That's okay. Do it once in a while, but there's no answers, buddy, in the bottom of a bottle. I looked for them. They ain't there.
Harry, that maybe happened to me. This is probably the second time in my entire life. I've been around a long time, but yeah, I'm not one for, you know, hitting the bottle, Harry. I mean, on a holiday I may have a drink or two, but that's it. And but oh yeah, we hit the bottle today, boys.
Oh, my, Rich. Good evening, yeah. Are you feeling pretty good now?
I'm feeling a lot better. All I remember, I was getting the spins, and that was it.
Oh, what happens to me when I used to do that many, many years ago, I always woke up and felt awful.
Well, I feel fine. Because I guess I got to the point where I realized that, you know, when I started feeling a little funny, I stopped drinking. I left the glass there half full, and I just stopped. I was like, uh-oh. And I said, I don't want to do one of these again, you know, going back 30-something years. I didn't want to be a bowl hugger.
Absolutely, boy. I never did like to ride that porcelain bus.
Oh, yeah, the good old porcelain girlfriend, remember?
It's no fun when you're on that porcelain bus hanging onto it, is it, Harry?
Hell no. All my drinking, we never made it to the toilets. We were mostly outside. You know what I mean? You just crawled on your hands and knees to a gully, and you did it there, and hoping somebody will see and pick you up out of your own, puke, Oh, God, it was terrible. I remember those days. Holy cow, hey, Rich, you ever drink yourself drunk and sober?
No, I don't think I ever got to that point, Harry. Usually I drink, I drink the good stuff, but I don't really get sick. And but back in the early days, I remember drinking from my neighbors got the half cans of beer, and we drank ourselves sick, and we puked. And then the next day was summer school, and we kept drinking before we went to summer school. But I guess you could call that drink yourself sober again. I don't know, but crazy.
Yeah, we used to do that when we were young because everybody tried to one-up each other, Who's the toughest guy, you know what I mean? You get up in the morning, oh, God, oh, Jesus. And you hear the dog that big, you know what I mean? You take a drink of beer or whatever you were drinking the night before, and shit, you'd be drunk in 5 minutes after you drink it.
Harry, but they used to say that would work. They would say if you had a hangover, have another beer.
Yeah, I know, but to me, it got me drunk again. It got me like, wow, you know what I mean? It like put me right back. You hear the dog that big you. That's supposed to help you out and sober you up. It never did that to me. It made me like half in the bag again.
Yeah, I never did that. They used to tell my dad used to tell me that when he saw me sick. Hey, have another beer, that'll help your hangover.
Not always. Well, Harry, I'm going to cut out of here. You got Rich to talk to, and I'm going to get a couple things done, and I'm going to get to bed. I got a good morning's work coming up tomorrow, so you guys have a very good evening. We'll catch you both later. N8MZM.